Hello, so in today's reading, we are going to be looking into this connection that you have with someone, and we are going to be asking Spirit whether this is a love connection or a friendship. Those are the two options. However, I can get it a little bit more or something different when we actually start the reading and the tarot portion and all of that. But my intention is definitely asking whether it is love or friendship, because I know that some of you might be needing that clarification or that kind of confirmation. So I have 3 cards for you to choose from, and then also the 3 crystals that are attached to it. So the first card is Will of the Wisp, Treasures Hidden in the Shadows. Very mystical card. And your crystal is Herkimer Diamond. The next one is Eye of the Needle, Intentionality. Number 17, and it is Flower Agate Skull as your crystal. And then number 3 is Stranger Curiosity with 53, and your stone is Bloodstone. So go ahead and pick your piles. I'm going to be using tarot and also oracles to kind of dig into this message for you today. So whatever calls your attention here, also maybe you want to look at the timestamps and see what numbers kind of pop at you, or maybe resonates with you there if you're like struggling to choose a pile. So yeah, go ahead and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile 1. If you guys picked Will of the Wisp and the Herkimer Diamond, this is going to be your reading. So I'm actually going to be using tarot to look into your question, okay? But I am going to start with some tarot and oracles to look into who this person is first, okay? I think we we have to see the energy, read the energy first to see if this is actually the person that you're thinking about or that you're asking about. And if it doesn't really sound like them, then maybe this is not the reading for you. I want you to kind of gauge that, based on that. Like if this resonates, then this is your reading, and if not, maybe you want to try another pile. So I'm actually going to keep this card too, because I was just called to do 3 random cards from this deck, which is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And I'm sure it's going to tie into the reading somehow. I just don't know how yet. I'm seeing right away a butterfly here. There's transformation. This is a very mystical energy. Maybe you're connected to someone very mystical, or you yourself could be like a mystic or something. All right, so let's look into this person. Yeah, look at that, the hangman. Definitely very mystical, very tapped in, Pisces energy. I actually really like that. Someone that really, what is that? The treasure is hidden in the shadows. Do you see what I mean? It's like they dig deep within their subconscious, within the realm of like there's runes there, the magical things, the unseen things. There's fairies, I don't know, they're tapped in. That's all I can say. And they really like to approach everything with a sense of wonder, kind of like a skeptic but a believer at the same time. Quite beautiful energy this person carries. Okay, this is the Ace of Wands, but it's also the Strength card in this deck. So now we have some Leo energy here, some fire. So water and fire. The eye contact could be very intense with this person. This person could be that you know of pursuing something that they're very passionate about at this time. They're just beginning like a new journey regarding something that they're very passionate about. So that, that's another little hint for you guys. Whoa, more fire and like two cats. Okay, cats. So maybe this person has a cat. Maybe they have this demeanor about them where their presence is very like intense. Definitely feels that. With the crescent moon, maybe that's significant for some of you as well, but crescent moon always reminds me of lovers. So I don't know yet, because we're asking the tarot if it's love or friendship, but damn, this does feel loving, kind of. That crescent moon really throws me for a loop there. And then the passion and the intensity here in this reading from this person. You are good enough, full moon and Virgo. So this could be their moon sign. It could be a Virgo moon, but it could be also their rising or their Venus sign, their sun sign. How interesting. So for sure, Pisces, Leo, Virgo is in the mix here. But also water, fire, earth energy is here. So it could be really much anybody. As far as zodiac signs, I don't want to limit you there, because this is a collective reading after all. So if this kind of vibe is what your person's kind of is, right? If this all kind of resonates with who you're asking about and who this person could be, this is definitely your reading. And let's ask Spirit if this is a friendship or this is a loving connection. Not that you can't have love and friendship, but this is a romantic or friendship. Okay, that's really what I mean by love or friendship. Okay, let's see. And the fact that you guys are also kind of, I think, I have to say, every reading should be like this, where this should just serve as confirmation for what your inkling was in the beginning of it all. Like, if your intuition has been telling you that, no, this should be just a friendship, because, there's just things that you might not be compatible with. If it was more than that, then tarot would confirm it for you. And just the other side of things, like if you have really felt like this person feels very much like a past soulmate, or they feel like a divine counterpart, they feel like someone that you can easily fall in love with, or you really do think that by your interactions up to this point, it's like you are falling in love with each other, then you have to trust that too, okay? Again, tarot here would just be confirmation for you. I don't know, some of you could be like such in like, is it this, is it that, like constant back and forth, that at the end of the day, your spirit guides really want to just drive it home that your intuition will guide you correctly, and also tarot or any divination for that matter will just serve as a confirmation. It shouldn't be telling you anything new here. It should be telling you something that you've perceived to begin with. So let's go. Let's see what's going on here. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Moon in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Very interesting. Quite literally what I was talking about, like the confusion, like not knowing what this is or not, keeping yourself very much like entrapped in the wandering of it all. It's almost like that's ending. And the Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing like you have everything that you need at this moment. You have everything that you need, or you're going to have everything that you need to decipher this whole thing. Maybe that's confusion. It's going to be driven away by some kind of truth that's coming your way here. Yeah, it's a truth it's not hidden anymore. It's going to be just out in the open. quite interesting. Maybe communication from this person. Maybe you're here like watching this reading, and at the same time, it's almost like this person will just eventually, like, let's say tomorrow after you watch this reading, tomorrow they'll just come clean and be like, hey, this is what I feel right now, and like, I want to be friends, or no, hey, I want to be more than friends. You know what I mean? Like, the answers that you need are coming, kind of thing. They're coming in fast as well. Six of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. The Lovers. Okay. Okay. Well, we know what that means, right? But the Lovers is also about choice. That's the thing. Ten of Wands in reverse. The Lovers is about choice. It's almost like there's a choice here. I was just pulling cards to pull cards. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. With the Six of Cups, I'm gonna keep shuffling while I talk to you guys, because it just helps me kind of concentrate. But with the Six of Cups in reverse, again, it's like there's a confusion about this person being like a past soulmate. You have past lives together, so maybe you have a past life connection with them, or you felt it intuitively, but it just confused you because it was like a little bit hidden. It was like in the shadows or something, and that makes sense. Treasures hidden in the shadows. With that, there's some kind of knowledge, there's some kind of truth hidden from you, but it's also kind of been hidden from this person. It's almost like both of you have been a little bit in the dark in regards to this connection, but it's for a reason. There's enlightenment coming to them and enlightenment coming towards you as well about what this is. Maybe there is a choice to be made here. Maybe you guys actually have the capacity for both friendship or a romantic relationship. And Spirit is saying, we are going to kind of unlock the subconscious hold or confusion that has kept you away from like seeing each other for who you truly are, which could be quite literally, you guys are soulmates. You are, it's a past life soulmate of some kind. But you get to decide. With the Lovers, I saw love right away. Obviously, it's the Lovers card, but right away it also came through that it was a choice. So there is a choice between you two here, whether you go one path or another path. If anything, it's something that you guys will make harmoniously, this choice together. It's not just going to be decided by one person or one party here. You know, it's like both of you, it's almost like both of you text each other kind of like the same thing, or you bring up what they were thinking about to begin with as far as this connection. Like, they could be, like I said, I'm seeing like a text message the next day or something saying, hey, like, do you think we're better off as friends, or I would like to pursue something more, for example. And then you'll be like, yeah, I was actually also kind of weighing the pros and cons and trying to decide to very, you guys are very, what's the word? Your communication is very, very good. Like, very good communication, very like, I don't want to say just adulty, because adults are not the only one capable of communicating efficiently or anything like that. Actually, quite the opposite. Sometimes the older you get, the less you kind of just tell the truth or are open and, you know, just yourself with other people. Anyways, I'm going on a rant, but you guys communicate very, very well, very healthy communication. You're not afraid to like tell each other truth, which I like. It comes in swiftly. It is not something that you ponder on and you're like, oh, should I say this? Should I say that? No, you say what you need to say when you need to, which is good. I think with the Ten of Wands, having this conversation is going to relieve a lot of the stress. And it feels like both sides have been feeling this, where it's like, what are we gonna do? What do I really want to pursue with this person? Or how does this person really feel about me? I think obviously only you two can actually come to an agreement here. But I feel like you have potential for both. I am so sorry that I'm not getting just one, but it feels like potential for both. This is interesting. This is interesting for the Four of Pentacles. Let's see what the Knight of Swords has to say here. The Two of Swords. You see that confusion that I was picking up on here? All right. And the Moon. Death. That is cool, actually. That's really nice. I actually like, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, this is ending, this confusion is ending. And with death, it makes sense. But be wary, not worry, be careful not to, you know, it's like you talk about the specific thing, you clear the air, but then something else starts to build up, right? Something else kind of, because today I'm seeing the sun in this card as the sun is setting. I'm not seeing it as a sunrise. I'm seeing it as a sunset. So it's almost like there's an end, but there's a period again where like the confusion, the night, the confusion, the shadow builds up again. And then you have to have another like tough conversation or something. Crescent moon again, crescent moon. Honestly, whatever it is that you guys kind of hold on to and rather not discuss until like you feel like it's the right moment to discuss it. If the things that you kind of hold on to in that way, I think they kind of hinder this relationship to whatever capacity it is that you want to pursue, whether it is a loving relationship, like a romantic thing, or it's just going to be friends. Don't hold anything in. It's just it creates confusion and it creates pain for both of you. For both of you. You guys have such like potential. Eight of Swords being clarified by the King of Wands. There's that energy of a lot of passion. I feel like every single time that you guys clear the air, kind of have a clear sense of what you want to actually pursue with each other. You have like some like heart-to-heart conversation that clears the air. There's this spark of passion between you, possibilities. It's almost like this person almost looks to me like they want to get up. You know, they're sitting, but they're about to like stand up for some reason. I've never seen that card that way. Ooh, High Priestess. I like that. Another crescent moon. What is up with that, you guys? Whoa. Well, that makes sense, actually. There is that intuition. I think you both have this, that you guys could definitely be past life soulmates, or there's some kind of soulmate energy between you that you guys are picking up on, which could add to the confusion that you've been feeling because of the unspoken things here. But I feel like you can work through it. You have worked through it maybe in the time you've known each other regarding other things, but it's time to use that good communication for the bigger picture of what you want to do with each other, what you want to pursue. Okay, so with the Lovers, I was saying choice. It's almost like you're done with the illusions and the confusion and the endless possibilities, but what do I choose? Which way do I go? That's ending, which is good. You're actually making a choice. Okay, I just want to know what kind of choice. It's a friendship or love. Oh my God, the Sun. Okay. Spirit is so cryptic in your reading. My goodness, you guys. Part one, I wanted a clear yes or no, okay? But what Spirit is saying here, that no matter what path you take, okay, with each other, whether it's you're going to stay friends or you're going to pursue something romantic, you both are going to be happy regardless, okay? And I think this also speaks about do what makes you feel good in the moment. If for right now you feel like friendship is the way to go, that is okay. And in divine timing, if it needs to build up to something more, it definitely will. Just know that whatever choice you both make here, it's ending in happiness. It's happiness is the thing. Like it's here at the end. It is what's coming your way. Like there's, I don't think you're happy at all with this person. Maybe you're just in a state of uncertainty, but trust that this is the outcome regardless of what you choose. I think you're going to be in each other's life regardless, honestly, whether it is a friendship or something more, which, you know, this person sounds pretty cool, and I'm sure you're pretty cool yourself, right? Because you guys are in each other's lives, and you're thinking about each other in such like a deep, you know, kind of, you actually are like pondering really tough questions here in regards to each other. So you got to trust that too. Why would you even be asking if, you know, this person's meant to be a friend or a lover if you didn't see them as either or? You know, there's possibilities here between you. Okay, I hope that helped. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I think the message that needs to come through comes through. But all right, let's see what the oracles have to say. Maybe we kind of get a more decisive thing here. Observer. There's that crescent moon again. You guys, what is up with that? There's something up with that crescent moon stuff. Maybe some of you have like a crescent moon tattoo or something. With the observer, I like that. It's almost like this is your spirit guides kind of sitting on this egg. They're on an egg, like an egg of possibility. There's something that can hatch, right? That this can turn into this connection between you guys. But they're just observing for now. And I think you guys are too. You're in this waiting period. It could be really hard to kind of stay in this waiting limbo period while you figure things out. But I think the divine is saying it's okay. Things are gonna manifest when they need to between you two. Oh wow. Fate, exactly. You know, it's like written in the stars, divine timing. Okay, this card, I have to say, I'm leaning more towards love than anything. And I say that because this card always comes out in love readings for me, especially when they are divine counterparts. But remember, it's interesting that the divine is also reminding you that everything is choice. Even though you're in the lover's card as divine counterparts, there's still a choice to be made. This person can still choose not to pursue this, just like you can as well. Maybe you're the one who's really on the fence here. Maybe this person has offered something more to you or has offered something already, and you're the one here in the reading saying, I don't know if I want to just be friends or if I want to be more than that. That is interesting. It's up to you regardless. Like I said with the tarot, it's going to be happiness either way. Willow spirit, flexibility. That's interesting too. Because like I said, it could be either or, and here's flexibility. I would say, yeah, it could go either way. You're going to be happy either way. So it doesn't matter. Choose what feels right to you. Your intuition is definitely guiding this. Your spirit guides are really trying to explain everything to you. Maybe in dreams, maybe whatever it is that you do that gets you like to pass the veil, kind of like the confusion. Maybe some divination that you do or something, or maybe just the things that you watch as far as like tarot readings or something. They really have been giving you signs and synchronicities as far as maybe the way forward here. But again, at the end of the day, it should just be what you want to do. What do you want to do? Pawan. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. I think this is talking about when you guys, you and this person kind of get in a loop of not saying what you mean, or keeping something to yourself because you don't want to like trigger the other person, or you don't want to bother, or whatever it is that you perceive as like, I cannot talk about this right now, or something like that, or they don't want to talk about it with me. Make sure that you don't stay in that cycle. It's better to have it out in the open than to keep quiet. That keeps you more harmonious, right? The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. It's almost like you and this person found each other while on a spiritual path, on a spiritual awakening or something like that. And you could feel a deep connection with them because you probably have a soul mission here on earth to do together. But the divine again is saying you could do it as friends or you could do it as lovers. Please don't think that it has to be that you cannot do both. Or maybe that's the beauty of your relationship, that you can do both. You start off as friends and then you're lovers, or you are lovers who are also friends. That's how deep your bond is. Wow. That is quite interesting and quite beautiful. Thank you so much, Pawan. I really hope that this helped, that it resonated and gave you a little bit of clarity. I'm sorry that your guys are, well, I'm not sorry because it is your reading, right? Maybe you kind of knew that it was not going to go either way because you kind of feel like you and this person have a very unique situation going on here. But regardless, I'm sure that you got some sign synchronicity, some confirmation here because, I don't just do this for shits and giggles. So, and neither do you watch it for shits and giggles. But if you do, that's okay too. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. And I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Have a good one. Hello, Pal 2. You guys picked this cool ass card, Eye of the Needle, Intentionality. This is going to be your reading. This card, it is intense. It's a sun. It's like the five of swords, but the four of swords at the same time. It's like a portal in there. It's like an eye. There's so much going on here with your person. And I paired it with the flower agate skull because I just thought it looked good together. Oh my God. You know what I just heard when this rolled? Heads would roll. That song. Yeah, that is a song. Anyways, that's interesting. We're going to start with these cards to see who this person is, and if this makes sense to you, it applies to your person, then this is definitely your pile. If it doesn't resonate with you here regarding of who you're asking about, then this is not the reading for you. You might want to look at another one. And then I'm going to use tarot to ask the big question that we're asking, which is it love or is it friendship? All right, so let's see who this person is. The Hermit. Okay. Virgo energy. Very introspective person. Maybe a little bit of a loner. The introspection, I get that there too. Eye of the Needle. It's almost like very focused on things. Intentionality is a big thing for this person too. That makes sense. They're very wise, so they're very intentional with their words, their actions, the things that they consume in any kind of aspect, but especially when it comes to their spiritual growth. They're very careful about the things that they consume, but at the same time, they're very curious about everything. And self-discovery is like a huge thing for this person. Something that it's almost like they feel like their life has always led them to self-discovery. Like their life's goal, their path in life is to really discover who they truly are. That is interesting. But I'm seeing that with the Hermit today. Five of Swords. What did I say? Five of Swords. Synchronicity right off the bat. I also love this card because it's literally people playing cards, and that's what I'm doing. I'm playing with cards. Wow. And we could say that we are playing with cards because your energy definitely affects the readings. Even though it's a collective, like I usually pick up on a little bit of everything, I think. And it, you know, one thing that I say could apply to like 10 people, but one thing I say could apply to just one person that's watching, which is quite fucking amazing if you ask me. But okay, so this person could also be into divination. For sure. This person could be into divination. They also hold their cards very close to them. They're not gonna, this is interesting. It's almost like I'm getting a little bit of a warning here, or this, you felt this about this person where it's really hard to read them. It's really hard to, even though you yourself could be into divination as well. Not that you've tried to read about this person, but maybe watching a reading about them, and every reader that you've watched kind of says it's really hard to tap into this person. This person doesn't want to speak too much, or they're very closed off with their energy. They're very closed off with communication, energetic and spiritually. But I feel like if you would ask this person point blank this or that, they would tell you. But maybe you don't want to yet because it's very new or something. That's interesting, you guys. Nightingale. Music is significant. Okay, that makes sense because I heard heads would roll as soon as that crystal like flew out of my hand. That's interesting. All right. Little birds are messengers. Maybe this person also air energy. I like that too. Okay, so this person is, like I said, they're very wise, and with the air energy, again, that's like a confirmation too. But this person speaks beautifully, like the things that how they express themselves, their vocabulary is beautiful. You're very drawn to their song, if you will, their tone of voice, the things that they articulate, how they articulate them, their knowledge with the Hermit comes through in a beautiful way. Maybe they are a singer, they're a songwriter, they're a writer. Maybe they just like birds, or maybe you like birds, or maybe they remind you of a bird, you know? That's really interesting. Okay, last card here. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon and Leo. I almost said Virgo, that's weird. So they could have a Leo moon, or a sun, rising Venus. This is just kind of a little bit of a guide. We have all of the signs here pretty much, except water signs, but you know, we might as well include them, right? A lot of air here, because I got air energy from this right away. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be very significant for any of like the big three placements for Sun, Moon, and Rising, or for their Venus sign. Obviously Virgo with the Hermit, and then Leo is here as well. Okay, so if that kind of sounds like your person, this person could have beautiful hair as well. Just seeing it with the... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm like getting distracted by looking at the cards and not speaking. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask Spirit here if this is love or friendship between you two. So yeah, like I was saying, if this sounds like your person who you're asking about today, this is definitely your reading. If I was talking about you when I was doing this, it could also be your reading, because this person and you could be very mirrored energies, and that will speak to your compatibility. So you know, take that as it resonates, but I think that leans towards love. But you know, Let's see if we can get a definite answer here. Because pile one was interesting. I think the message was solid though. It made sense. But it didn't give me like a decisive answer. But let's see, you guys. Love or friendship for pile two. The devil in reverse. Okay. Ooh, oh, wow. It's a lot of cards. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Queen of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Okay. And the Nine of Cups upright. I'm gonna read this roll first, and then I'll do some clarifying if I need to. With the devil in reverse, right away I got that there's like some kind of, you freed yourself from some kind of thinking or some kind of shackles from the past that kind of, they were like a burden to you, or maybe they were a burden to you on how do you effectively communicate and actually behave towards people when it comes to romantic relationships. When they hit like when they hit like an emotional trigger for you or something like that, there's something that you have outgrown here, you've surpassed, you've conquered in some kind of way. You, Pao 2, could be in a very Queen of Cups energy, because I'm reading this as you. So you're ready to be in love again. You feel very emotionally healthy at this moment in time. You know that there's something about in the past, you've given this cup to people that have, it's almost like this is this. Like she's in the middle. If I want to put this on the side here. You see, like you are in the middle of these two energies. It's almost like this is in your past, and this is in your past. This, I feel, goes with this, right? Five of Cups and the devil. The devil telling you, you know, everybody's the same. Like, you know, no, the two cups in the back here. This is like the card of crying over spilled milk. Thinking that every single relationship you're ever going to have is going to end up like these three did, right? Like, you know, I'm not deserving of love, or everything never works out for me when it comes to relationships. All of that goes in your head, right? That's like that devil energy. I feel like that's in the past. And then what's also in the past is the times where you have actually tried again. Even though you've been hurt, you've tried to give your cup again, and you thought it was like an equal give and take, but somehow it wasn't. And that also was burdening you. And now that's gone. Now you're in this Queen of Cups energy. And there's this, I feel like these two are a message in itself here. Where like emotional fulfillment, I think the divine is saying that emotional fulfillment in this connection that we are asking about is not attached to anything from your past. I don't know how else to say it, but that's just the message that I'm getting with Judgment in reverse. Because this is like divine timing, karmic justice. But seeing it in reverse is giving me a whole other message here. You might have thought that, or you might see actually the past as just ways for you to learn how to love yourself correctly, how to set boundaries when it comes to love, how to actually be a healthy counterpart in love, right? With whoever eventually came around that actually deserved this, that put you in this energy. The divine is saying, because you understand that these have been lessons, and there's not necessarily judgment, but it was just things that you needed to go through to learn. This is why you're in your Queen of Cups energy, and this is why you're waiting. It's almost like this is coming. This wish fulfillment is coming to you. Wow, look at who's at the bottom of the deck. The Empress with the Four of Cups. Okay, That's kind of like your background. I don't know why, but usually I need to understand the whole story to understand the message. But this is like your story. If that makes sense to you too, then this is definitely your reading. Now, let's clarify and let's really try to get an answer here as far as what this is. But again, it very much feels like it is preparing you for a loving connection because you're ready. You're stable, okay? You have all the lessons in love that you could have ever needed to be in this Queen of Cups energy. So therefore you're ready for like a divine counterpart. That's intense. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Wands. Interesting that this will fall with the Wands. Yeah, that devil was the things that were keeping you down in the past was really making you pour your love into the wrong relationships. You were pursuing the wrong people, or the wrong people were pursuing you and you were accepting it. No more, no more, Pao 2. I think there's a passion and new beginning coming towards you, but this is also like, I want to see it today as communications from the divine. And honestly, let's see what's going on here. This was, let's see what clarifies the Queen of Cups here. I almost just want to ask a yes or no. Like, is it love? Yes. Is it friendship? No. Is it? Okay. I think that's interesting. Now, it's almost like this is giving me a story about your person, because this, the Four of Pentacles here, makes me think of this card. Don't let your pride get in the way. So maybe there's a little bit of pride that this person kind of struggles with expressing how they feel emotionally. They could be a little bit prideful because of how they've been hurt in the past too, just like you. So while you're sitting here with this cup being ready to like give it, this person could be kind of like holding on to everything that they want to tell you, or the things that they want to have with you, the things that they want to give you, the kind of truth, the kind of beginning that they want with you. They could be holding on to it really tightly. They don't. It's almost like they don't want to do it yet. There's a little bit of like resistance, something getting in their way. Right, and it could be their pride. Whoa, everything's fine. Under the Two of Cups in reverse, gods. Okay. I feel like both of you are scared of being hurt. This person more than you. This person more than you, but maybe because they've also been to like the turmoil that you've been through as far as relationships. And it's almost like this passion that they have for you could kind of scare them. It makes them go back into their shell, kind of like, nope, I'm going to stick to what I know. I'm going to stick to my solitude. I don't need any more pentacles or any more beginnings or anything else. Because they're scared of this. They're scared of being hurt. But here you are. It's almost like now they see you as the Queen of Wands. It's like, yeah, that's why there's a wand here telling them, hey, pursue Pile too, because you like them. There's a spark here between you. Look at her. Like, they're this, right? It's there's happiness. You can offer them happiness, and you have literally, you are also like a new passion, a new beginning for them. But if they refuse it, it's, if they refuse it, they refuse it. Pile 2. All right. Maybe because, yeah, they don't see, it's almost like they don't see you for who you are. They might be seeing it as this, as a 5 of Cups. All right. Let's see what else here. The Lovers. The Lovers was in pile 1 as well. Okay, this is love. This is definitely love. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, the Judgment with love. That's really interesting. Oh, the Emperor in reverse. There's that pride. There's that pride. Okay. You know, this, okay. The message is that this is definitely about love, but there's a but. And the but is that this person, while they are an emperor, it's in reverse right now. That doesn't mean that this energy cannot change, right? However, while you are ready, they have a little bit of work to do still. Maybe they have a little bit of emotional intelligence, emotional awareness, emotional healing to do in order to meet you, like not meet you halfway, but be a counterpart here. Do you know what I mean? Like there's two people playing cards there. So, you know, you need two to tango, it takes two. It takes two, right? That's literally what it is. It takes two people. And like I said, they could be in a little bit of introspection at the moment. They could be really trying to really figure out who they are, what they want. And while they're in that energy, they actually need time to themselves. Maybe they're not ready for a relationship of this magnitude because you guys do feel, it feels like a deep connection. However, they're not going to ignore the fact that you spark something in them with the Ace of Wands and that they quite literally see you as the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. And, you know, the potential here is significant. It's almost like, this is beautiful how I'm seeing it right now, actually. I said judgment wasn't anything bad, right? It was more of the divine trying to tell you that there's no judgment here. It wasn't karmic. It's not about you always being in cycles and stuff with the devil. It's more of learning, right? You've gotten to that point. This person's about to. But do you see how these two kind of look like, just the imagery of them? It's almost like they flipped over. It's like, yeah, first you were here in love. You thought you were always being judged and you were being punished for things. But in reality, Pao-Tu, this is what's happening. It's this. You're learning to align to this person who you truly is, who you're meant to be with. Wow. Take that as it resonates, you guys. It might not be this person specifically, but it's definitely a person, a relationship that's coming into your life that's very significant. But just as I say that, as a disclaimer, I can also say this, it could be this person. Because they feel like they've been going through the same things that you've been going through. The same changes with the number 5. And the 5 of Swords is literally, in the regular tarot, it's the end of a fight. It's the end of a struggle. It's the end of something that leaves you in a painful way as well. Leaves you in pain, but it's for change. You know, after that comes the 6 of Swords, which is moving to calmer waters. You're moving away from the turmoil and the energy that hurt you to start anew somewhere else. They could be in some kind of transition here, or you yourself could be too. So you're not ready for this yet, but at the same time, you're getting there. You're going to be ready. Both of you are going to be ready when you need to be for this kind of love. And you should trust that, okay? I think moving forward, just keep very clear communication between you two. Kind of like not really, don't play any games, okay? I feel like you've been playing games in the past, or people have been playing games with you. This person too, like maybe they've been a little bit of a player, or they've been played with, or you just play like the dating games in general, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we all kind of learn from that too. But it's not a time for that. It's more of a time to align with your wisdom and the things that you know really matter to you, and it's time to grow up is what I'm hearing. Or you have grown already. But it's time to show up authentically in that way, okay? No more like, oh, if they text me today, I can only text them 3 days later, or something like that. Or you know, I'll wait 2 hours until I text back, or I don't know, they asked me out this time, so now it's my turn to ask them out. And who's supposed, let it happen organically. It's like, it's a game, but it's like it's a fair game, first of all, because you both have the same amount of cards, which I kind of like. But it's also, it can only be fair if both of you show up authentically and show up with truth, show up without pride, ego in the way, and show up in the beautiful, like, smart, wisdom driven person that you are. Okay, that's kind of like the message too. All right, let's see what the oracles have to say here. Why? Okay. And yang. So this is divine masculine energy. This is interesting. Why? I guess, honestly, this card today could quite literally be you or this person asking why, if, why, if we're like compatible, are we not pursuing something here? And then again, it definitely is about balancing this divine masculine energy. And that came out too in the tarot, where it said with the Emperor in reverse, it's like, yeah, the potential's there, but it needs to be balanced in order to work. In order for this spark to kind of come to life, the spark between you, everything needs to be very balanced, very much in its element as well. Like, yeah, look at that wisdom. I said it, didn't I? Number 27 could be significant for you guys. 27 could be very significant. Okay, yes, definitely. What did I say? Just be your wisdom-driven self, and it's going to be okay. Be authentic. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Just keep doing it. But don't play games, okay? Don't play games. That's definitely a very big point that they're trying to make here. Earth pulsing, pulse of Mother Earth, slow down in time and nature. Maybe you need some of this to kind of balance your divine masculine energy out. Maybe this person also needs this to balance their energy out. Baby steps. I like that. What did I say? It takes a while for you guys to build this rapport with each other, okay? Especially if you've been hurt in the past. Don't go too fast. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yeah, I think you guys are very wise, very intuitive. You follow your intuition in all aspects of your life. The divine is saying in love and relationships, this is nothing different. Follow your intuition. Make sure that you're well balanced. You're speaking from a truthful place, from the heart, from the soul, from, you're not afraid to bring up that inner wisdom that I think you might actually use to help other people. Now it's time to help yourself along the way here. What a beautiful reading for you guys. So yeah, for me, this sets its love. So, it's up to you. You decide at the end of the day. Like I said, it should be confirmation, but that's what it feels like here for me as a reader. But thank you so much, you guys, for letting me read for you. As always, I hope this resonates. I want to thank your spirit guides, this person, spirit guides, and them as well for letting me tap into their energy and read for you today. And I really hope to see you guys in other readings in the future. Have a good day. Hello, Pal 3. You guys picked these. Sorry, I can't speak now. My goodness. If you guys picked The Stranger with Curiosity, number 53, this is going to be your reading. This card is cool as hell. You see how there's a face down here too? I don't know. It's a cool card. Okay. And then Bloodstone. All right. So I'm going to start by kind of tapping into this person's energy and seeing who they are with these pre-shuffled cards. And if this sounds like your person, then this is definitely your reading. If this part kind of doesn't sound like your person, it could sound like you. This could also be your reading. But if it doesn't sound like you or your person, not your reading. You might want to go to another pile, or maybe, you know, there's no pile here for you today. But I want to start with this card. This card is cool. So because of the mirroring here, like, and this person is also like a giant. He's like, I don't know, like a wizard or something. But the person in the reflection is like a female energy, and this is like a masculine energy. You guys could be looking for each other in other realms or something like that. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe there's some kind of soul connection between you two. Maybe you've picked up on that. So, okay, and let's leave your stone here. All right. The World. Well, not the World, the Empress, but I saw the World right away. The World, the Moon. Interesting. The Sea. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is the Five of Wands, but this is also the Devil card in this deck. This will be upright, but right now it is in reverse. Really interesting. If you guys were drawn to pile 2, maybe you want to check that out. But yeah, for some reason, because that card, the Devil card in reverse, actually came out in pile 2, so I thought of pile 2 right away. Okay. So we have like Taurus energy. We have Capricorn are here. We have definitely a divine feminine energy that I'm tapping into. You know, it's quite interesting. I feel I usually, you know, my audience is usually female. But this pile, what is that? This is beautiful. It feels like I'm reading for a divine masculine energy, asking about a divine feminine energy. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Or maybe this is literally their energy, your person's energy, trying to read up on your energy in this reading. This is so cool. Okay. Because of like masculine and feminine in the water, I don't know. There's something there. There's something there, like literally water washing over her. Oh my God. Okay. Stingray, water energy. Whoa. So we have earth, fire, water, Kundalini awakening with this card as well. That is interesting. Let's see. Show the world the real you, Aquarius. The water barrier. The water barrier? Whatever that word is. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Because this almost looks like this too. Aquarius could be a very significant placement for your person, or honestly, Aquarius could be a very significant placement for you, the person who's watching me. Whoever the divine feminine in this energy is, feels like they could have Aquarius in their Venus, or Sun, Moon, Rising, but Venus feels very significant. I don't know why I'm picking up on Venetian energy all of a sudden, but so Capricorn is significant, Taurus is significant, Aquarius, and then all the water. You have all of the elements here. That is beautiful, because I've had pretty much all the 3 elements in the other piles, but this has all of them here. Okay. So this person is someone who, you know, struggles with a little bit of internal struggle, but at the same time they conquer that. I think they kind of conquer their struggles here by being very curious, being very open-minded. They're awakened spiritually. You know, it's something that they've had their Kundalini awakening. They've had an awakening period. We don't have just one in our lifetimes, but they had their big one. They've had it already. And they are very authentic. They show up very authentic to the world, to you, to people in general. They are who they are, and if you vibe with them, you do, and if you don't, you don't. but at the same time, they're very accepting of everybody. Very diplomatic, very visionary kind of energy. Someone that's very highly intuitive, very connected to Mother Earth, very connected to also the moon cycles, which is why I was speaking up on a divine feminine energy. Interesting. All right. So if that sounds like your person, or it sounds like you, or part of it sounds like you, part of it sounds like your person, definitely this is your reading. But if this doesn't resonate at all with either parties or both of you together, this is not your reading, you guys. And you might want to go check another one out. So let's see if this is love or friendship. So far it's been a mixed bag here with Spirit really answering the question. They are very like cryptic and kind of leaving a lot of things for interpretation, but let's see. I mean, that's what I'm here for, I guess, to interpret the cards. But please also feel free to like have your own interpretations. And at the end of the day, these should just be confirmation for you guys, because you are who you know. You know yourself best. So, and you know this person. You know, you're the one who knows them. Maybe not best, but you know them more than I do, because I'm just reading a bit about them here. So, or you know your situation best. Okay, let's see. Pile 3, love or friendship. Let's do one more good shuffle. These cards are a little stiff, so bear with me here. Okay, I think we're ready. For you, I kind of want to do this for some reason, so we're doing it. All right. I'm gonna take a one roll first, and then well, I'll clarify. But let me just do one roll first. Okay. 5 of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups and 9 of Swords in reverse. Interesting mix that you have going on here. King of Wands upright, okay. 7 of Wands. I think I want to do one more card. And then 9 of Cups, okay. Very interesting. Pile 3. I feel like the third pile is always really interesting. Or the last pile in every like pick a card reading that I have. You guys always have like a lot of like extra magic or extra mystery about you or something. Okay. Pile 3. Okay. Let me explain to you how I'm seeing this today. It feels like this is one energy, right? This is one of you over here. This is another one. The other person is here. And this is in the middle. Kind of like the confusion or something like that. Like that's what I'm seeing. So one energy is coming up as the King of Cups. So it's coming up as water energy. Makes sense? Makes sense. In the past, it's almost like maybe they've been a little bit of like a bit childish when it comes to love. A little bit too, too ambitious, but with not the right, it's almost like they haven't had the right footing, the right foundation. But they've always had a lot of love to give. But they learned from that, okay? They've learned from that greatly. They're not like this anymore. They're not crying over spilled milk. They're not eagerly kind of like rushing things along anymore either. That's what I'm seeing with these two energies. They've learned from this. And they're very stable, and they know themselves. They know their heart very well, which is something that, whether this is you or this other person, this is a good place to be at, okay? Because it's what leads to them not being confused or overwhelmed or anxious about this connection, okay? And then this other energy, they show up as the King of Wands, and they show up as someone who is very sure of what they want as well. They also know their heart, but they also know where their passions lie. They're not afraid to pursue the things that they want to pursue. They're not afraid to fight for what they want as well, kind of stand their ground. And they really are, this card is it's like a defensive, but it's not like they're defensive against everything. It's like, it's almost like they stand their ground. They defend what they want to pursue here. Nothing gets in their way. And if it does, they're not afraid to like go at it, because they are looking for a wish fulfillment. They're ready for some kind of emotional fulfillment in their life. And what's even more interesting is that this person's holding a cup, and this is the Nine of Cups. They're one cup away from the Ten of Cups. So it's like it's like this person completes this person somehow, some way. And also this person having this attitude and kind of having this as their background of things is also not worried at all. They're not worried. They're not anxious. They don't have sleepless nights when it comes to this connection. So you guys probably know already what you want with this person, or you know what they want with you, or you both have had the conversation of, this is how I want to, this is kind of what I want. Do you want the same thing? Yes. Now it's just a matter of, do we want it with each other? You guys are not anxious. You're not anxious about this connection. You are not worried about it per se. You're more of, it's almost like you're giving it time to get to know each other. There's curiosity has been sparked here for both parties. And now it's almost like, it's like testing the water or something. Or you're waiting for the magic to appear. You're waiting for the sparks. Or they have been sparks, but you're waiting for some kind of final connection with each other. Strength. Leo energy. More wand energy. Yeah, something between you two, it cannot be forced. This is something that has to happen kind of like organically. Maybe this is what this person has had in the past, where maybe they forced a little bit things to happen, and that's why it ended not so great. They've learned from that. They've learned from that. So now things need to happen organically here. But a lot of potential, I feel love between you two here, but it's potential. Okay, it's potential, because it's not ready. Yeah, it's not ready. It's not it almost wants to be this way. It's almost like turning. It's not ready yet. Take it slow. There's something about, there's time here that kind of like will show you what this truly is. Just know that at the end of the day, you guys are not worried about each other. Maybe this is something like you just recently met, you kind of click or something, but you're not afraid to like just let things play out exactly. You're not afraid to, again, as before it was a page, this person here, this energy feels very much like they're okay to put in the work. They're okay for things to go a little bit slow. They don't shy away from this at all, actually. Capricorn energy coming through here heavily. It's like you put in the work and you turn this around, right? Then you're finally ready. Your cup is like overflowing. Maybe this person is working on a lot of self-love, self-acceptance, kind of like that vibe. And they're working on loving themselves for sure, seeing themselves for the catch that they are. Because with Leo energy, it's making me think of maybe this person had low self-esteem. I keep saying you, so this could be you, but this person had like a little bit of low self-esteem or something like that. And until your cup is overflowing, you have enough for yourself and others, you're not ready to kind of finalize things with this person. However, finalize in the sense of like decide, yeah, definitely we're going to like date, or we're definitely going to just be friends, or whatever it is. But feels like love. You're not afraid to put in the work, and you know that it's going to take time because you're taking your time to kind of heal and do your thing too. All right. Let's see what the Nine of Swords is about. The Tower. Holy crap. Fast change. But a new foundation. Okay. A new foundation is coming between you two. A foundation that you probably haven't had in the past when it comes to love relationships, where it's a solid thing, like I was mentioning. It wasn't a solid foundation. It wasn't anything that you could literally stand on. It was just like rushed or something like that. No more of that. All right, there's a King of Wands here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Side message, this is not going to be for all of you here. It's almost like this person's it's not fully single yet. It is not that they're not, some of them could literally possibly not be single. Like they're not single at this moment. Whatever relationship they're in probably is ending, but they're not single yet. But for others of you, they're not single of them in their mind and kind of like their mind, body, spirit kind of thing. It's almost like the X is like lingering. They're not fully free of that yet. Or maybe in the physical realm, like in the practicality, 3D things, daily life, they're still tied to this other person somehow. Like they could have a house together that they need to sell and they haven't sold yet. Even though their relationship, they're not together anymore. They have, I don't know, kids together. Not that you could ever sever those ties, but you know what I mean? Like there's something tying them down. Not down, there's something that this person has some kind of connection with their ex or their past or something. They're not fully free to pursue this yet, but still the potential is immense here. There's a beautiful new foundation that you can build together. And it's almost like divinely orchestrated, quite honestly. Because this is always the divine, like, stepping in. Yeah. That stranger card kind of makes sense. Yes. But nothing is stopping this person from bringing this cup towards you, though. Knight of Cups. I love this. So you have a cup and they have a cup. We all have a cup. Okay. Yeah, nothing is getting in the way. This is what I was saying. Like, once this person really sets their eye on something, they see it through. If they like you, they're gonna show you that they like you. Maybe it takes a little bit of time, or it takes a little bit of like things shifting and things being correct for everything to happen here. Whatever it is that they have to kind of detach from, they were going to, nothing is stopping them. Like they're fighting, they're standing their ground here in regards to you and what they want with you. Give me a second. It's almost like I've been sitting for too long. Sorry, guys. Okay. See what the Nine of Cups is about. The Empress. The Empress again. You guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's not crazy. It's crazy synchronistic. That's what it is. This side feels like the side that's literally fighting to get to this Empress here. They're bringing this cup of love to their Empress. Wow. You guys have definitely felt this connection before in regards to... So yeah, it definitely could be that you guys have felt this connection like energetically in the past, spiritually in the past, or in this moment in time you're feeling it, that connection there. This. It's almost like at the subconscious level here. Or this person has felt it before you. And they are like, it's almost like they come into your energy. And that's why you're wondering about them too. That's really interesting. All right. Let's see what your oracles have to say here. Clean it up. Yeah, there's something here. Maybe both of you need to do, or just one side, like this side that I was picking up on, needs to kind of get their things together, get like free of something, or declutter in some kind of way to be ready for this connection here. Wow. Chop wood, yes. Declutter, open, clean it up. These both kind of speak to the same thing. So maybe both of you are doing that to be able to like align with each other and pursue this connection as you should. Well, we got our answer. Wild Rose Fairy, love. Hey, you can't make that up. It is love. It is about love. That's beautiful. Pile 3. That is beautiful. Karmic relationships. This feels like you guys had learned from the karmic relationships in the past. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. But it's soul growth. It's been soul growth after this moment, but it's almost like you're shifting. You're going into like a brand new plane, if you will. There's something here. I don't know. This card is mystical as hell. So you both have a very mystical vibe about you. But it's like you both have been doing kind of the same things, but in a different way. Cleaning it up, getting things organized, ready for this energy. Almost like shifting from one earth to another, one parallel universe to another, one dimension to another, one world to another, or something like that. Take that as it resonates. It could be quite literal at the energetic level, but it doesn't have to. It could just be like you can apply it to like mundane things, okay? Forged, unfollow. Interesting. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. I think this comes to your authenticity. Show the world the real you. And I said forward thinkers, humanitarian kind of leaders. I said that with Aquarius. I think this is what your love brings into the world, quite literally too. A new way of, it's like a new wave of something. Maybe your relationship, your connection is quite unique. And you're meant to be sharing that with the world. And it's going to lead to like other people resonating with it too. Saying, hey, but yeah, like me and this person also have this kind of connection. That's beautiful. Very unique situation here. Pile 3s or the last piles, again, never fail. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really hope that this resonated and brought you clarity, gave you confirmations, and I'll see you in the next readings.